Today we take on the tuna burger with a homemade bang bang sauce. It's healthy, it's delicious, and best of all, incredibly easy to make. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so jumping right into it, we're gonna start off with prepping our ingredients. Here's what you're gonna need: garlic, ginger, scallion, cilantro, red onion, egg, red chili, some soy sauce, sesame oil, Worcestershire sauce, some tuna, your chef's knife, and some panko breadcrumbs. Now also keep in mind I'm going to have all of the exact measurements listed below in the description box of the video where you guys can find the full recipe. And now we mince the garlic, the ginger, the cilantro, the red chili, all those herbs. So one thing I forgot to add is I'm going to be using some fresh Blackfin tuna, which I caught down here in South Florida, but you can certainly use canned tuna. It's probably not going to be the same, you know, it's not fresh tuna, but I'm sure it would still be delicious. You're not going to have any issues, especially when you use egg as a binding agent. And if you got canned tuna, use it. This recipe would also work with any tuna species, and you don't have to stop at tuna. If you got salmon, tilapia, any white firm flesh fish, basically any fish this would honestly work for. And the red chili, if you guys are not spicy people, it adds a ton of great flavor, is not that spicy, especially when you cook it down. And one red chili diluted between 2 pounds of tuna is really not that much at the end of the day. The end result for the tuna, no matter how you get there, I wanted about a little less than a 1/4 inch cubes. So I went ahead and I diced the tuna. Now I have done it with a food processor as well, and I will say one thing. I actually prefer the diced way. You get a little bit more texture. If you do decide to use the food processor, your burgers will probably stay together a little bit better just because you're gonna have a more uniform patty, but I do prefer the texture of the diced up tuna. Now we're just gonna go ahead and add all our wet ingredients as well as all of our minced ingredients. And if you're going to be making this with canned tuna, just pour your canned tuna into the stainless steel bowl. Make sure to drain the juice before. And I don't think you need to chop it up much more because canned tuna is already pretty fine and you want some texture to it. So now we're just gonna keep adding all of our ingredients. I did use 2 beaten eggs, egg white and egg yolk, and about, I think, 1 egg per pound of tuna would suffice. I did 2 for 2 pounds and they came out great. I had no issues with it whatsoever. So now we give it a quick mix. Now, if you've ever made hamburger patties or formed them from ground beef, it's pretty much the same thing. Just form them to your desired thickness, length, whatever your bun is, match it to that. Now, the important thing is once you do have your patties formed, stick them in the fridge before you go to fry them. It's going to help a lot in the cooking process to make sure that they do not fall apart. Tuna is pretty dry, so to kind of combat that, we're going to make a little bang bang sauce to dress up our tuna burgers. All you're going to need is sour cream mayo, equal parts, so however much volume you want of sauce, do that. And then add your sriracha and sweet chili sauce, basically until you have the desired sweetness and spiciness. Finish it off with a little bit of lime juice, and then finish it off with some scallions, and you're good to go. And it's delicious. It also works for tacos and all sorts of other recipes. Tuna has been in the fridge, and that is a crucial step because fish is kind of flaky and not very firm, so you don't want it to fall apart. So we popped it in the fridge. Now, I think that the egg and the oil is going to be enough of a binding agent to where we can just do this. We got some seasoned panko breadcrumbs. I'm just going to do a light coat on both sides, just to give our tuna burgers a little bit of an extra texture when we lightly pan fry them. So we're going to do this with all of them. These aren't deep fried burgers. These aren't going to be covered on all sides, just one on each side. Just about that much. And then we're gonna flip them back in the fridge. They're gonna stay in the fridge until the very last second when we go to fry them. And now we fry over medium heat about 4 to 5 minutes per side or until golden brown. If you like your tuna a little bit more rare in the middle, turn up the heat, cook it a little bit less per side, and you should have a little bit of a rarer product in the middle. Now we assemble. First layer, smashed avocado, tuna, bang bang sauce, lettuce, and you're done. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, it really helps us out as creators. And as always, stay hungry, and I'll see you guys in that next video.